Welcome back, awesome people, to Cocktails and Consoles. It's Melissa, and we are finally doing Mortal Kombat. I have had this on my playlist ever since I created the channel, but we had to get some other titles in there first. So similar to a lot of people, I grew up on Mortal Kombat, starting all the way back from 1. And it's amazing to believe that this title has gone through 10 iterations so far, not even counting the offshoots. That's how powerful the characters are. It's really amazing that a 1v1 fighting game has grown to such length, because in a 1v1 fighting game, you really don't get a lot of chance for plot development or character development or any kind of development. And it's very true to say that not all of the Mortal Kombat titles have been the best. I think many people like myself were a little disheartened with 8 and 9, but oh, Mortal Kombat X brings it back to what it was and made it better. It introduced a better story element. It introduced quick time events that I know a lot of you guys hate, but I love because it's the one thing that I'm good at. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, you'll find out in the playthrough. If I were in a real Mortal Kombat, I'd probably be the first rung, like the tutorial. Now, when it comes to a beloved title like Mortal Kombat, it is really hard to pick a favorite character. And for me, I had to boil it down to my top 2 loves, Scorpion and Sub-Zero. And clearly you can see who I gave the edge to. In the memory of Scorpion and Sub-Zero, I decided to craft a cocktail that really captures the essence of both, the fire and the ice. To start off this cocktail, we're going to use something we never tried before on this channel, which is a tomato granita. Where a lot of people saying, but isn't a granita normally a fruit dessert? Yes, and you can make it out of tomato. To do this, first, take about 6 to 8 tomatoes and cut them into quarters. Feel free to use any kind of tomatoes that you like. Next, take a spoon and scoop out the seeds. We don't want this part. Using a stand grater, select the side with the smallest holes and grate your tomatoes. It's recommended to use gloves when you do this. If you don't have a pair, just be very careful and go slowly. Once you're down to the skin, go ahead and discard. Once you're done grating, add salt and sugar to taste. To substitute for sugar, you can always use simple syrup. It's actually easier than using sugar because the sugar is already dissolved. Mix thoroughly, cover with aluminum foil, and put into your freezer for about 2 hours. Every 30 minutes or so, you're going to want to drag a fork across the top to start breaking up the ice pieces. Now that we have about a cup and a half of our freshly shaven tomato granita, to this we are going to add the secret weapon. If you can't find it, don't worry. There are bitters out there that you can use that are very, very spicy. This beautiful concoction is a habanero vodka that I managed to come across. It's a little pricey, but let me tell you, it'll do wonders to your Bloody Marys. We're going to take about 2 ounces of this, and I'm just going to free pour here. Add in a dash or 2 of angostura bitters. This is going to round out the flavor and add some dimension. And then it's going to need just a hint of sweetness. So we're going to pour in just the tiniest smidge of grenadine, which most places where you get grenadine is just basically liquid sugar with a little bit of red dye added to it. So it's not like you're adding any kind of pomegranate to it. And then finally, a good dash of freshly squeezed lemon. And now that we got the fire and the ice, let's get to shaking. And pour it into your favorite tall glass. And there you have it. A little fire, a little ice, and a whole lot of flavor. Woo! And habanero comes through. Well, the nice thing is with the tomato and the little bit of sugar, it doesn't overtake the drink, which is really good. And there you have it. If you happen to make this, please send me a picture on Twitter. I love when you guys make the cocktails. It just makes my absolute day. If you'd like to watch the playthrough of our Mortal Kombat X where I smash buttons to get through it, click here for the link. Cheers, awesome people.